Welcome back on the Pursuit of Wealth, Tilray traders and investors. It's Rod with Pow Group, your home for MJ stocks, crypto assets, news and interviews. Also home to the best Tilray brands community. It is Monday, October 20th, and I hope you had a great weekend. In this video, I'm going to be going over the interview upcoming here in a couple of days in kind of full-blown prep mode, if you will, and wanted to come on, just let everybody know some details. So there were some questions. When is it going to be live? So it's not going to be a live stream, or else it would take hours. I've only got about a 30-minute window, so it's going to be somewhere around 30 minutes. And it'll be on Wednesday, October 22nd, but it'll more than likely be live that evening or on Thursday. I'll do my best to get it out, obviously, as soon as possible. So we'll discuss all of that and more. And we'll take a quick peek at the price chart. Wasn't a huge update today from the last time we looked at it, but we'll take a look at the price action regardless, and I'll give my thoughts and opinions on that and what to expect in the days, weeks, months ahead. But as always, this is not financial advice. This is for entertainment purposes only. Before we get to it, make sure to smash the like. If you're new, you can subscribe, take the bell, you'll be notified on any future videos, and make sure to follow us over on X, formerly Twitter. Getting a ton of followers over there. Really appreciate it. Handle for that is @GroupPow. So just as a reminder, it's going to be on Wednesday, October 22nd. If anybody does have any questions, please let me know. I'm working with the Pow Group private community. So if you are not in the Pow Group private Slack community, there's close to, I think there's somewhere around 70 or 80 members at the moment. And essentially that's kind of one of the other benefits of being in the group is, you know, we can field all these questions from X and YouTube and whatnot. But there's so many questions come in. Like I had 4 pages of questions, right? Obviously we're not going to be able to ask that many. Like we're not going to be able to ask dozens of questions. We'd be there all day. So we're probably only going to be able to ask 5 to 10 questions, you know, for a 30-minute interview. So I'm working with, I just did a live stream with the Pow Group private community members. Not everybody was able to join the live stream, but people are going to review it this evening, and then we're going to continue into tomorrow. But essentially we're going to compile all the questions. Like I said, I had 4 pages worth of questions. I would say at least 30 or 40 questions. And then I went back to my previous interview that I did with Irwin, the first one back in April, and I compiled some of the questions that I had that I didn't get time to ask. So I'm going to ask maybe 1 or 2 of those other ones. And then as a group, as you know, in the Pow Group private community and the Slack community, we'll have some live streams, and we'll this is what we just did in the last live stream, is we were giving kind of the importance level of each question. So if you're not in the Pow Group private community, you can just go to the YouTube page, click on powgroup.ca at the link there at the top, or just go to powgroup.ca or pursuitofwealthgroup.com. Go to Google, type in Pow Group, it'll come up. And essentially what you're going to be able to do is sign up. There's a 2-day free trial, so you can get access to the community for 48 hours if you want to try us out, and no credit card required. And then we have the annual pass, so the gold membership. We have the monthly group pass, which is the silver membership, and then the VIP. So you can bundle the VIP with it gives you the algo alerts as well. So you get the year access to the group. So you get the group and the algo alerts all for 1 year, and that's bundled. It'll save you about $140. Or you can just do the monthly option. And like I said, if you want to come risk-free, try us out for 48 hours, there's a free trial there. Just click at the free trial at the top. And essentially what you're going to be able to do is you're going to help us craft the questions for the interview. So again, if you haven't already done so, you can do that here over the course of this evening, and then you can participate. I'll share with you the video where we did the earnings prep, and then you can get some insight into the questions that we're considering asking. And then, like I said, we're probably going to do another one tomorrow. So if you want to be a part of that, I highly encourage you to take advantage of that. And there's not a whole lot of free trials left either. Sometimes I add them, but first come, first serve, obviously. So yeah, we're going to be working here over the next this evening and into tomorrow on compiling all of those questions. And we'll take a quick look at the chart here. And obviously, you know, one thing that comes up a lot is the excise tax and rescheduling. Like, is that something that we really want to bring up? Because I brought it up to multiple CEOs in the MJ space, and they all just say, you know, we're hopeful. We do believe that the government will do something eventually, but nobody has a crystal ball, and we're not depending on it, right? We're going to continue to work within the framework that we have. That's kind of the long and short of it. So, you know, with rescheduling, you know, we had the True Social post from the president saying, you know, the endocannabinoid system. So maybe we want to kind of bring up something with regards to rescheduling, but I'm still sorting those details out with the Pow Group private community members. So we'll go through that, and then yeah, if anybody has any feedback, suggestions, recommendations, like I said, things you'd like to include, not include, please let me know ASAP. And if we take a look at the chart here, so we did break the high of Friday today. The high of Friday was at 157. We hit 162. Really nothing changed, and we could still see an EMA 12 and 26 bear cross today. AWS, so Amazon Web Services, was down, affecting pretty much everything today. Pretty scary day, not going to lie. We had Coinbase. I logged onto Coinbase. You couldn't buy or you couldn't trade, and you couldn't withdraw. And that was affecting both the web and mobile. So pretty insane that it's happening to Coinbase. And then there was issues everywhere. The TradingView was having issues. Stock Charts was having issues. Wealthsimple was having issues. Pretty much everything was having issues, right? So just kind of a scary time. And I do think there's going to be some sort of big cyber attack. It seems like that's kind of what they've been buttering us up for. But we really need to be cognizant of that. And that's why you don't want to be like relying on these. You don't want to just like be making irrational decisions and like waiting for these these crazy moments, these big dips and crashes to be loading up, because you want to be in before things start to explode or before things start to crash, because or have some buy orders at least set, and hopefully they fill, right? Because it's going to get pretty crazy. And same thing on the sell side, but I'm not even sure if some of these sell orders would have filled today. But yeah, most of the stocks weren't really affected. I've seen a lot of the data with regards to crypto. That's something we're going to ask Tillray as well. So obviously they bought Bitcoin. It's on their balance sheet, about $1 million worth. And then they talked about maybe buying Solana, Ethereum. So I have some questions on crypto and AI and what kind of went into that, what was the rationale that they were thinking there. But yeah, other than that, I'll just leave it to the Power Group private community members to update me, give me your thoughts and your feedback. It's appreciated, and would be time is of the essence as well, right? Because we're going to want to have to get that done here ASAP. But with that being said, that's pretty much all I have for an update. Go Jays go. Looking forward to watching the game. Looks like they just tied it up. I had it in the background here. But yeah, overall, not really much else to update on. We do have that 50-day moving average there at 135. So if you recall from the previous video, we did have a bear flag target of 135. So I wouldn't be surprised if we did come back down, test that support. We could still see that EMA 12 and 26 bear cross. We're in a daily downtrend now. We confirmed the head and shoulders, and that could see us down as low as 113. But overall, it's looking like 135 is the next target. And key support here in the short term is going to be 148. That's the low of Friday. That's the lowest level that we have since the breakout down here from when we were down at 114. So those are the two major supports in terms of price action. We have 148 and then 114. And again, that lines up perfectly pretty much with those bear flag targets and the head and shoulders targets. So definitely leaning bearish at the moment. And one thing, like I said, with all this craziness and AWS and there's the whole China-U.S. trade deal debacle. Apparently the meeting's still on. They're talking about how a good deal's going to come. So yeah, we could potentially see the war in Ukraine and Russia, fingers crossed, wrap up as well, which would be huge. More rate cuts and yeah, just overall market breadth and expansion opening up. But yeah, I think that with the Clarity Act, crypto is still kind of in the front light, or in the spotlight in the front. We're sort of in the back burner here in the MJ land. But again, once they get crypto legislation out of the way, which I think is going to happen, the Market Structure Clarity Act over the next couple of months, then I think they're going to pivot over to MJ policy and really start to pump the ever-loving hell out of MJ stocks. But it'll be on every main news website, main page, front page, you bet. But yeah, so that's what I think. We're probably still going to see crypto and AI steal the show. And yeah, I'm looking forward to the interview. So I'll probably do another video tomorrow on just for public YouTube viewers. But I do want to let everybody know that I'm really honed in on this interview. It takes a lot of time. People don't understand how much time it takes to prepare and actually prepare for a good interview, not just come on here and say good job on a great quarter and what just like read off some numbers from the press release and ask them what their favorite thing is to eat for lunch, kind of thing, right? So it takes a lot of time, and yeah, I really appreciate all of the support, and it's just amazing working with the group and the community, and just being a team, and truly is the best Tillray Brands community out there. So really appreciate each and every one of you. All right, going in it there, it's Rod with Power Group. Thanks again for joining us in the pursuit of wealth. Go Jays go, and we'll see you on the next one.